Hello VC, this is a little bit of a random video. So I'm showing a mix of things here, some albums and some CDs. I was a little while back, I was sent some CDs in the post by Richard over at Vinyl Tap House. He very kindly sent me some CDs, albums of Fountains of Wayne. He was kind of like asking me, kind of bands and things I might be interested in. Somehow I got in the conversation, I think, of talking about Fountains of Wayne, I think, on one of the videos I'd done a little while back. And I said, I really would like a few of their albums um, in my collection to complete the discography. And he said, "Oh, what do you need?" And I said, I gave him the albums which I didn't have, and he very kindly seeked them out over at his end in America, and brought them and then shipped them over. I was taken back really. So yeah, thank you, Richard. So yeah, he sent me this one, Fountains of Wayne, Sky Full of Holes. These aren't particularly cheap to buy over here. I don't know what they are over in the States. Whether they're relatively cheap, possibly, but not so much over in the UK. I mean, some are, some aren't. So I think these are the three which are quite pricey. So Sky Full of Holes. We also sent me Fountains of Wayne, Traffic and Weather. I don't think this is too expensive. This one's quite a cheap one, I think. This one particular one, but out of state plates is a little bit expensive, and that one certainly is a lot more expensive. So yeah, sent me this one as well. So out of state plates, Fountains of Wayne, 2-disc set. This is. So thank you very much, Richard. That's really kind of you. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, 3 CDs there completed the Fountains of Wayne discography. I did start the year telling myself I really need to clamp down and start completing certain discographies, and I've not really done that this year. But thanks to Richard's help, I've done Fountains of Wayne. So yeah, thank you again, Richard. So I picked up a few CDs recently. A little bit off topic. This is. I was watching a movie a few weeks back. Arnold Schwarzenegger starring in Total Recall. I've seen it a few times, but it's one of my favourite directors who directed it. Often in his movies, he works with composer Basil Porderis. He's another Dutch musician. So watching Total Recall, and I kind of was assuming it was Basil Porderis' piece, but it turns out it was composed by Jerry Goldsmith. So I thought I really like that soundtrack, and it would be nice to get some of the films by Paul Verhoeven like soundtracks which he's involved in, such as RoboCop and others, which I do have. So I went out and I went on eBay and I found on Music Magpie a cheap copy of Total Recall. So I picked this up. So yeah, it's a great score, I think, this one. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look out for more Basil Porderis his work, and try and pick up some of the soundtracks he has done. But nevertheless, I'm really happy with this. This is great, So, and I think this really worked for the movie. To be honest with you, Jerry Goldsmith did a really good job with this. So moving on then. This album has been on my radar for a number of years since it's come out, and it's taken me over maybe 10 years to buy it. It was in my kind of wish list on Music Magpie, and I finally brought it. So yeah, Beck Morning Phase. I think this is what came out. I think 2014, if I remember correctly, or round about then. Yeah, 2014. And it's taken me this long to finally pick it up. I've not seen it in charity shops, otherwise I would have snapped it up, yonks ago. I don't know why, because there's bound to be copies around somewhere in charity shops. But I put it on eBay for like a couple of quid, and I've not listened to it yet. But I'm glad I have it. It's been well recommended in the VC, especially when before I was doing my videos for my channel, before my channel even started. I was watching YouTube videos, and they were recommending this album. So yeah, that's going back 2014. That's some time ago, isn't it? So yeah, finally get this, and I will be giving it a listen as soon as possible. So finally glad to get that in the collection. And I've gone on a bit of a Bobby Vinton kick. I do like the Kronas of the past. Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, that kind of stuff, and the stuff from the sort of the 50s, 60s. The legendary singers, Italian singers. But I've always liked Bobby V and Bobby Vinton, and they're not to be confused. They're two separate artists. But yeah, don't have a lot of Bobby Vinton in the collection. I've got a few pieces. I think I've got a greatest hit somewhere. I love the song Blue Velvet, which I think is his staple of a song. But not too many albums. So I think I was watching a series on TV, and it featured a Bobby Vinton song, and I think it was a cover, and I rather liked it. I mean, I do have a few other of his singles and things around on CD and on vinyl, but this was something I haven't heard before. A cover. I know he covered a lot of music, a lot of like great songs he covered, and he does good covers as well. So I picked out an album on eBay. I was looking on eBay, and I come across like a 60s album. Where I thought, oh, that looks rather nice, and of course it had the song on it which I was looking for, and the song which I heard was "P.S. I Love You," which is an old song. I think it was done by the Hilltoppers in the 50s. I'm not sure if they originally did it, but I know that they did it. And I know he covers a lot of other artists. So I picked out this album, and it's Bobby Vinton, "Please Love Me Forever." And it's just a nice album. I think this came out in '67 USA pressing. And I thought it would be nice to get more Bobby Vinton in the collection, because I love his sound, call me sentimental if you like, but I kind of like these kind of lovey-dovey songs. Some of these songs they're just nice to listen to. When I want a bit of a change from kind of like the normal stuff I listen to, the indie and alternative rock and all that kind of stuff. I just want something a bit softer, a bit more softer on the ears. Maybe like on a Sunday, just want to chill, kick back and chill, on a Sunday. And this is packed of nice songs actually. It's "Please Love Me Forever." I think it was a single of his. "Just as Much as Ever," "Love Me with All Your Heart," "Young Love," "It's All in the Game," which I think is a cover of Tommy Edwards' song. "P.S. I Love You," I think is a cover of the Hilltoppers. It's "The Talk of the Town," "Who's Sorry Now," "After Loving You," and "My Song of Love." And I love these American pressings. I love how thick the card is, and got the other albums on there. I want them all. I want all of these kind of 60s stuff in the collection. I would really like that. I like to bolster my Bobby Vinton record collection. I know it's a bit unusual, but I don't care. It's what I like, you know. And then more recently I've come across this on eBay, and it's difficult to get American stuff, you know, to see American stuff in the UK. So I'm always kind of looking, you know, and yeah, hoping to find something, you know, which is not too expensive. And I've come across this. It's There I've Said It Again by Bobby Vinton, yet again on the Epic label. Um, two great songs. There I Said It Again. I've always loved that song, and of course, My Heart Belongs to Only You, which I think was a song from the 30s. I think it originated from 30s or 40s. I think my dad was telling me one time. Um, Two really lovely songs. You got Unchained Melody on here. Lavender Lavender Blue. I can't dream, can't I? Warm and tender, too young. Just lovely songs. It's all I can say. It's just lovely music. So yeah, that is Bobby Vinton. There I Said It Again. And I was looking on eBay, like I said, Bobby Vinton, and some Japanese pressings come along, and this was an album I've been wanting for a while. And it wasn't just the two. It wasn't just the one record. It was like a job lot. Came with a single, Japanese single actually, Mr. Lonely and Blue Velvet, um, with this little lot, and so that was cool. And came along with Japanese copy with Autumn Memories, which was nice. These don't have the obi or anything. I'm not even sure if they originally had an obi. Maybe. So yeah, just some covers on here. Some nice songs. Um, the End of the World. Mr. Lonely, of course, was one of his. Blue on Blue was one of his, and Unchained Melody. I think that was a cover. So just nice songs, nice music. Says contains previously released material. So I guess it's some kind of compilation. I'm not really sure. I don't think it's a live album or anything like that, unless I'm mistaken. I mean, it well could be, but I don't think so. I think it's just a compilation, an early compilation. But this was the one I wanted, and ridiculously, this goes for like over £1,000 on Discogs, and I mean, I've not seen a copy that has sold for that, but Japanese copy of this is crazy on Discogs, and I got it for, well, I'm not going to say what I bought it for, but it was nowhere near that amount of money. It was a very quite reasonable, you know, included all those other Japanese pieces. So this is always an album I wanted, and it's not a particularly expensive record. Came out in the 70s, and the reason I wanted this is it has a really nice cover of Sealed with a Kiss. I mean, really good. And I've always liked his cover of it. He's great at doing covers of songs. I mean, he really is. He's one of the best artists for covering music. You know, especially staples of other artists. You know, and you know, only the greats can do that and make it their own. So yeah, Sealed with a Kiss is on there, and there are others. I'm not too familiar with the others apart from The End of the World. And there's a love theme from The Godfather. I don't really know what that's like. So it's produced by Bobby Vinton and production coordinator John Walsh. So this came out early 70s. I would say maybe 73, round about then. But yes, big one I've been after, and to find a Japanese pressing, I was delighted. I really was delighted. Get these Japanese pressings. So I really would like some more Bobby Vinton stuff. If I can get it in Japanese form, then fantastic. But I'll take the standard American if I can find them over here. Um, um, yeah, that's it really. So yeah, it's a little bit of an oddball of a video to show, you know, um, CDs of kind of more modern music to very old music. So I mean, I kept it all American at least. So there you go, kind of kept it in some kind of order. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Um, yeah, okay, it's a little bit over the place. My music tastes they're quite eclectic. So sometimes I like to bounce from one end to the other. That's just what I'm like. I don't, always follow the same patterns, of buying habits all the time. I like to mix things up and experience some of the old and some of the new, and you know what I mean. It's what I like to do. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video. Until next time, bye for now.